What is up, kittens? It's your girl, Redavyn. I'm getting this good lots. Well, just wanted to hit y'all off with a video. Yes, please do not mind these light ruts and these dark ends, child. Long story. But yeah, just wanted to drop this video on y'all about getting back there in the workforce after not working for almost 2.5 years, you might as well say. For me, knowing, I mean, I have good reasoning, with the whole lupus situation, but not all of it was due to lupus, me being out. Some of it was due to pregnancy or whatever. But it's one of those feelings that I feel anxious, a good kind of anxious, but anxious nonetheless because it's kind of like man, I've been sitting feeling like a bump on the log this whole time. What am I really going to do when it's time to get back there in the actual field of work? And honestly, I'm ready to go back. Like, I really am. Like, I never dreamt that I was going to be a stay-at-home mother, for one. And not that I don't enjoy my time with moops, don't get it twisted, but at the same time, you know what you're cut out for. And being a stay-at-home mother is really not for me. It's just not for everybody, and that's cool. It's whatever your personal preference is. I also am an independent person. I am a uber independent person. So having lupus really kind of set me back some because it forced me to be a little more dependent than I would like to be on my husband, even though he is my husband. Don't get me wrong. However, I'm just a person that when he met me, I had my own everything, my car, my crib, a full-time job. Like, I just had things going on, and it just kind of made me feel like I was losing that person. Being back in my hometown of Charlotte, it was just like I just lived in a whole different world. Because for one, Greenville's very slow in progress. Charlotte is moving, never changing. Charlotte is ever changing. And it's one of those situations where when you're used to being raised in a fast paced environment, when you go and move somewhere else that's slower, it kind of puts a damper on you. Like, oh my God, like, how am I going to make it out here? Because I mean, Greenville just got a cheesecake factory like what, a year ago? Like, yeah, it's very slow like that. It's a quaint place, and technically we stay in Malden now, but I can say the school systems are a lot better than the ones at home. So that's why I kind of don't mind being here, but getting used to this like slower progression, it makes me feel like I have just not necessarily dumbed myself down, but just, I don't know, like I've turned into more of a homebody, mainly because I couldn't go outside at the time, especially when I first got diagnosed. For two, it slowed me down a whole lot, like just in my entirety or whatever. And it's just something I wasn't used to. But I can say I have a supportive husband. I do have a supportive system, but it just nothing beats you being out there on your own, doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And anybody out there can relate, whether you are ill or not. You know what I'm saying? Or not. You can definitely relate to being able to get up on your own, being super independent, not really having to depend on anyone, and just doing your thing, and then with the kids, it's time for me to put Moops in daycare because she'll be 2 on the 14th of this month. So shout out to all the Libras, slash Scorpios, because it is about that season, right? It's about that time. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. Drop your thoughts and your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel, or let me know your experience as being a stay-at-home mother or father or whatever, or being somebody who is ill and you kind of felt like it set you back a little bit. Another thing that's frustrating is getting back out there is when you put your your resume out there. Like, I only put the last 3 jobs that I technically worked here because me going all the way back from when I was in Rock Hill and then Charlotte and stuff, to me is just a long drawn out process. I can always give a person my experience verbally, but sometimes it get frustrating because even the places that are hiring, like I have a background in medical as a medical assistant since '04, a phlebotomist since '09, a licensed hairstylist, but the hairstyling thing would be something I would probably do on the side, nothing that I would take on full time because now that I have lupus, my joints, they're just not going they're not going to be able to withstand all that pressure of me standing up on my feet all day and, just doing all, that rigorous scrubbing of the scalps and stuff like that. But again, once I put in those applications, it's just almost like a waiting game. And if you become impatient, because with me sitting out practically all year round without a job this year in particular, it left a lot of the financial responsibility on my husband, and it left us in quite a bit of a strain sometimes. And it's sickening because, again, from somebody who used to be able to pay their own bills, be able to do everything on their own, this kind of lifestyle, this situation in particular will humble you. I swear will humble you. And trust me, I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to do a video on certain situations that kind of contributed to my having lupus and stuff like that, because it's kind of personal. I'm really not the vulnerable type. I don't mind being transparent. I don't mind telling you what I want you to know. But when it comes to being vulnerable, that means I'm letting you deep into my world, some people know the situation, and some people just don't. And sometimes I feel like some things are on a need to know basis in which everybody doesn't need to know. You feel me? But anyway, getting back to the job situation, it just sucks because when it's time to put in those applications, it's almost like everybody that says they're hiring are being real picky and finicky. And I get that part, but you'll never get to know me as a potential worker, as a person, or get to know my experiences in said field or whatever I'm applying for until I get to the interviewing process. And that's the hardest part to get to, is getting to the interview. I've had an over the phone interview before, but it was just kind of like up in the air anyways. So I just feel like at this point, I still have a positive outlook on everything, because I try to put everything out in the universe and I try to take away all the negativity that I possibly can. But sometimes it is hard, and sometimes, and then with having lupus, you're supposed to keep your stress level low. But again, when life hits, it happens, and you just have to deal with it as it comes. So trust and believe. I'm not deterred by any means, any fashion. I'm definitely determined, because at the end of the day, I have done things. I have gotten through things. I've gotten through the fire, so to speak. Stuff that I've gone through, most people probably would have broke. Like, they've been broken a long time ago. I'm the type of person, I got too much on my plate, honey. I ain't even got time, the luxury of having a damn nervous breakdown. And that's sad when it's a luxury, okay? But yeah, like I said, just drop your comments and your thoughts down below and let me know what you feel, or your opinion, or your experience with being an at-home parent, not working for X amount of time, and how did it feel when you finally did get back into the field? Because it's hard to sell yourself after a while. Like, I'm confident in my skills or whatever, and my mindset is on point. My work ethic is a beast. But now I kind of have to take things a little more easier than what I'm used to, because, see, I'm the type, I'll overdo it quick. Even when I had my little energy spurts in the beginning of my diagnosis, I would just overexert myself, because when you sit there and you have bouts of muscle weakness, it drains you. It takes a lot out of you. So by the time you do get energy, it's like, oh, I got to do 10 million things before this hits again. And it will put you in that mind frame. As of lately, I've been dealing with lupus fogs, which will have you in a daze, like you're present in the situation, but it will have you feeling kind of like groggy, like your brain is like snoozing for a bit. I don't know. It's kind of a hazy type of feeling. And for those out there who are lupus warriors, y'all understand what I'm saying. So yeah, y'all, just wanted to drop this little video on you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, so anytime that I post a video, and I'm gonna try and post, because trust me, I've had it in my mind, the videos that I want to do, but it's just I had so much going on at the time that it's kind of hard for me to do daily videos. So I'm gonna do my best. And I know I say it all the time, y'all just bear with me. Life happens, right? I say it all the time, life happens, and you got to deal with it as it comes. So I appreciate those that have subscribed. Share this with a friend, family member, neighbor, foe. I accept everybody. Again, hope everybody is doing well. Be kind to each other. And hey, if there's anybody hiring, let a sister know. Again, background and medical assistance, phlebotomy, hairstyling. I'm kind of going to do that on the side, okay? And Again, oh, and I meant to tell y'all, I completed my course for phlebotomy short course or whatever. So I'm set up to take my exam on the 18th of this month. So y'all send up some prayers for your girl, put out them positive vibes, cross some fingers, cross some eyes, cross some toes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to do. Just putting them on out there in the universe for me, because I'm going to claim this future that I feel like I deserve and that I know that is mine. And I know that I have the ability. So as long as I keep that same mind frame, I know I can't go wrong. All right, kittens. Peace.